You guys, I am dealing with the same kind of trap pain, but now on the other side. I think I'm a little too sedentary. Lifting heavy and nursing a lot is not a great combo. Let's move around and see if motion is the lotion that I need. Here's my session for the day. Squats, 5 sets of 3 at 85%, deadlift, and then accessories. I'm gonna try and go heavy on those Bulgarian split squats. 17 on squats. Last time I squatted, I was at 225. Deadlifts are also at 225, but those are ascending sets. Try to go heavier each time. We'll see how heavy I wanna go. And actually, I thought that looked like too much volume because I was on the regular gym program, but I personally run Express. Whoa. I'm also timing my workout to try and make sure I stay on track and I'm not here for too long. If you didn't know, I'm nursing. And so the reason I haven't been coming back here to Buff Chick Gym is because I cannot pump anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. Just like every time I pump, I just can't get anything out. I just can't, so I had to stop. It was also driving me a little bit insane because I would pump for, not kidding you, like 30 minutes, and pumping is painful, and it would be painful and uncomfortable, and I would be pumping for 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, and while I have another kid running around, and get nothing. All that to say, it's a 20-minute drive here, 20-minute drive back to where I need to be out of here in at least an hour, and it makes it hard to do when I'm filming everything, because I want to make sure it's a helpful video too. It feels fine, but knowing that my trap is giving me issues today, I might just lower the volume just a little bit and count some of my warm-up sets as my working sets. Hit the clip. All right, 215. Just for 3 is all we need. A further walkout, Jesus. See, like I'm already 22 minutes in, and maybe it's just like the added time of setting up the camera, but I'm only on my first exercise. This is the final set. I gotta keep my deadlifts moving, dude. Okay. We haven't had like over 100-degree days, but my knee sleeves are like melting off of me. I like to have a little bit of electrolytes. I'm still nursing, there's only so many supplements that I'm having, but electrolytes are generally in the clear. This flavor is salted kiwi. It is so good. If you like a little bit of salty, but not crazy salty like other brands, this is the way to go. It's so good. And it's not overly sweet. There's not like added sugar. I made a video the other day that said, this is how I know you've either been lifting in the gym for like under 1 year or you've been lifting for over 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Can you see what I mean? A lot of people had no idea what the hell I was talking about. And that's how I know they've been either lifting for over 1 year or under 10. I'm 30 minutes in and on the second exercise. I know that's relatable for a lot of people, but be having that be my life these days. Maybe in a couple months when she's on more solids. Forgot I switched to sumo. This volume day on deadlifts is actually not that bad because surprisingly my deadlift has taken longer to come back than my squat postpartum, and I'm fully back. Like everything feels pretty good for the most part. Pelvic floor feels strong, which is usually my limiting factor, and now I'm just ramping back up. I still lift heavy during pregnancy, but I'm not really testing my 1 rep max strength. I'm not really peaking my 1 rep max strength, which is what I'm doing in this current macro cycle. I was working with someone on their deadlift the other day, and a common thing that I see in beginners is that they try to reverse the deadlift on the way down, meaning that they bend their knees too early on the descent. So if you ever feel like your deadlift is awkward or like you run into your knees on the way down, think about just pushing your hips back. You don't need to keep a lot of tension in that barbell. Watch how I'm just like, not dropping it, I'm guiding it down, but I'm not staying tight to like slowly lower it down to the ground. That's unnecessary, especially when you're training for 1 rep max deadlift strength or to see how much you can really deadlift and if you have volume sets. So if you have more than 1 rep, this is gonna be even more important. So instead of thinking about reversing the deadlift and sliding it down your legs, which is gonna be very painful and awkward, just push those hips back Kind of think of it like an RDL. Push those hips back, and then you can bend the knees to guide it down. It's gonna feel much better on your way down. Okay, 106, I went a little heavier than 225 on my ascending sets. Not bad, I'm gonna call it there. Okay, next we've got a heel elevated goblet squat. This is a great movement if you don't have a leg extension machine. Somebody asked me that question the other day. What kind of movements can I do without a leg extension machine? A goblet squat with your heels elevated is gonna give you more knee flexion so that you can keep that torso much more upright and go heavy. I see so many people on their goblet squats not going heavy enough. You can carry a lot of weight. When someone asked me that, I was thinking, oh, should I do a video just like kind of old school YouTube resource videos of what to do if you don't have a leg extension machine, or what to do if you don't have a hamstring curl machine, because a lot of my Stronger by the Day members, they run the workouts from their garage gym. I have so many tricks up my sleeve because I started training out of a garage gym when I trained powerlifting, and was at the, like, I guess, height of my powerlifting career, if you can say that. When I was most into it, I was training with myself on a program very similar to Stronger by the Day, just in my garage. Okay, we have our last giant set, and I'm going to start off with Bulgarian split squats. Now, this is an exercise that is commonly performed incorrectly based on your goal. There's two different ways to do it. You can do it quad focus, or you can do it glute focus. First off, you wanna get a bit longer of a stride. Now, I have seen people do this trick where they just sit down on their surface, extend their leg, and choose their stride there. If that works for you, then great. You just wanna make sure that you're getting enough of a stretch in your glute muscle. When you're at the bottom position, I don't wanna see a lot of knee angle if I want this to be more my glute. What I want is to have more of a 90-degree angle at the bottom. And last is the torso tip. I don't wanna have my torso straight up and down. I want more of a forward lean so that I can dig into this working foot and I'm not pressing off on the back foot. So think of like an escalator and not an elevator. That's all for more glute focus. Okay, final movement is a B stance RDL. One of my favorites, and this is pretty much like a powerlifter's glute day. The whole workout ended up taking me 66 minutes. So that's with me recording. Usually I like to tell people like, oh, squat, deadlift days will usually take about an hour, maybe a little bit longer. It really just depends on how strong you are. The stronger you are, the more warm-ups you need to take. The harder those warm-ups are and the harder the working sets are. So you might need more recovery in between. Upper body will just take me a little bit less. You can run the full gym program, will take a little bit longer than express program. I always run 4-day-a-week express on the Stronger by the Day app. Like how they say like, periods don't affect women. Like that. Today we're doing FAFO. I always overthink this YouTube channel, so today we're just working out. Currently wearing this shirt that Ryan got me when he went to go see Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, his final show. Crazy. But I'm gonna change into workout clothes, obviously, so let's pick an outfit. We are so back.
Bruh.
I got this bag from Fleo. I did notice a yellow outfit, which is bold, and I even brought this yellow-ish hat to wear. Got a more Meg-esque color.
I thought it said wish me fuck.
It says wish me lucky, freak. And here's the fit. I'm not usually a yellow girl, but I think she looks pretty cute. Small update to the gym. A few boxes over here because we are finally replacing this lat pull down machine. Ryan hates this lat pull down machine, and it's gotten a lot stickier over the past couple of years. Could be the heat. It is so freaking annoying. Let me show you. Brand is Victory. So we got this from Rep. We love Rep, but this machine sucks, okay? You don't have anything really to brace against when you use the horizontal pull. This is just stuck. Like, I can hardly get this out. It's almost impossible to put it in. Okay, well now it's actually going in. You're just gonna have to trust me that 80% of the time it doesn't work. A new lat pull down for here, and then also a kind of cable system for our garage gym at home. Currently at the garage gym, we have like $160 Amazon lat pull down machine, so we'll kind of compare different price points. Let me know if you guys wanna see that. All right, let's get into the workout. In our final month of Bars Loaded is on Stronger by the Day. It's our program. Goal is 1 rep max strength. Today, what we have is our heavy overhead.
Wait, hold on, it's what?
PBs, PRs, wherever you're from. I know in London town they call them PBs. I've got my heavy overhead press today. We'll start to taper down as we get closer to our 1 rep max test in the squat, bench, and deadlift. Bench press is my volume day. I'm doing 1 second pause, work on those pause. My bench has been slacking, so we'll see how we do today. I've got a crick in my neck, like right here. I feel it right here. You see it right here? I just wish I could pull off my skin and massage it out. That's not a possibility, but I figured this day would be better for my current situation than my volume squat and deadlift day. So that's why we're pressing today.
You may feel a little bit better after some movement here too.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll warm up.
Let me show you my little mobility routine I have whenever I gotta.
Could you show them the whole day?
Oh yeah, accessories, guys. We'll get there, we'll get there. Who cares about these when you've got this and this? A long time ago, I met with a physio. It's actually way back when. I did a video with Kevin Oak, and the physio, I can't remember his name right now at this moment, but he taught me these exercises whenever you have like a pain in your neck. He basically told me, oh, you hold your head way out here, you've got that text neck or laptop neck. You have the instinct to want to stretch it out, but stretching it out isn't always the answer. So here's what I find helps me.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, talk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I can play with the pros, and act like a rookie, so they overlook me. Then I double up and get none of their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted. So I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now they ain't go harder than me, they need a blade in a sheath, a shank in a piece, a crate full of heat, an army, a fleet, a tank in a jeep, a navy at sea, with ace a marine, an ace up their sleeve, a team of marines, a freak on a leash, a beast with an appetite, razor for teeth, and still they were
Feels good.
Your bar path was good.
My crick in my neck doesn't, well, it's not in my neck, but didn't hold me back.
You persevered.
You know what they say,
If it doesn't kill you,
makes you stronger.
is that it? No, what were you gonna say?
You know what how they say, like, periods don't affect women. It's like that.
Is that what they say?
That's what yes, that is what they say. Okay, let's get into my accessories. I had banded face pulls programmed as my first exercise, and I did sub this to add that external rotation. So since I'm dealing with this little pain in my lower trap, my goal was to shorten these muscles even more and get a little bit more activation. You can see in this view comparing my back, look how much more activated my back actually is. In the Stronger by the Day app, this is a super simple swap. You just easily choose to substitute an exercise. That way you don't feel like you're like going way off program when, like in my case, you need to make a little change.
Good fight. Woo. All right. Yeah. Pretty good.
I attempted the 70s a second for my dumbbell row and I completely failed. Sorry about that. A little ambitious.